State and federal authorities are working around the clock in Charleston, West Virginia, after a spill leaked chemicals into the Elk River.
Hundreds of thousands of citizens in West Virginia are heading into this weekend dealing with a major water emergency.
A state of emergency has been declared in West Virginia in the USA after a chemical leak into a river. Drinking water in 9 counties has been deemed unsafe.
A chemical spill contaminated the water supply to more than 100,000 customers. That includes homes, businesses, even hospitals.
People are unable to use water for anything. That means no showering, no shaving, no morning coffee, and no idea just how much longer it'll take.
The state has ordered the company believed to be responsible for this chemical spill to cease and desist and to inspect all its tanks. Meanwhile, FEMA is on its way here to Charleston to help deliver water to those residents who can no longer turn on the tap.
We're now learning that the spill was worse than initially believed. So how long until people can actually drink the water coming out of their own taps?
The Department of Environmental Protection is still trying to figure out how that hole got there and exactly how much of the material has leaked out. Some reports have said as much as 5,000 gallons.
Water is extremely valuable, and we just often take it for granted.
I was live on the air when the governor's first tweet went out basically announcing that this had happened.
Most people understood that it was going to be a while before this really had any sort of conclusion.
It is a do not use order, which is different than a boil water advisory, which is, I think, what a lot of people maybe wondered at first. Is this just a boil water advisory? We get those all the time. And it quickly became clear this was not a boil water advisory. This was something much more serious.
The circle that I run in, we try to take things with a fair amount of tongue in cheek. And so goofy hashtags was the name of the game for us. Hashtag what are we doing, WATER, hashtag H2OMG.
It became a Twitter event. It became a social media event. And I think it's one of the best examples I've seen of the way social media very quickly engages large numbers of people and can give quick snippets of information, updates to a continuing story in a very effective way.
But what we saw from that chemical spill is that when we don't have water, it creates a serious situation, and not one that's just, environmentalists care about it. Everybody cares about it. Citizens care about it. Businesses care about it. It's wildly important to us, and we see it when we realize it when it's gone.
It was like the Batman movie where the Joker poisons everything and within 3 days everybody is stinky and disheveled. And that was really a number one takeaway. How long is it going to be before we can all stand to be in close proximity to each other again?
In short, it was a mess. It was a mess.
So the spill occurs on the Elk River. The Elk River is a water source for that area because it's so clean.
No one was prepared for it, but also trying to fathom what it was like to be completely cut off, to not have an appropriate supply of drinking water, or to only have to be able to shower in a public space every couple of days if you're lucky.
The one thing that you notice when you go out west is that every hotel, every place you go to has fountains, has water fountains. And when you come east, nobody does. And the reason out west is that they want to show you that they have water. And they have water in abundance. It's a very deep psychological thing.
And I think as the days wore on, everybody understood the gravity of the situation. It was a lot bigger incident than we were giving it respect for with our levity on Twitter.
This shows the power of community when it comes to a story like this, because Facebook is in essence an online community. And Twitter, in a different sense, is also an online community. And these were people all from the same general area, but others who just had an interest in the area, getting information very quickly through a non-traditional sense.
Now, moving into the future, there is no question that the value of water will only go up. And that's true everywhere. So everywhere the value of water will continue to go up as we continue to pollute waterways and as we continue to have increased demand for that water.
We were fortunate that we have relatives in the area that are on wells, so we could go and shower anytime that we wanted or fill up our jugs anytime that we wanted. We're also, you know, probably a little bit better prepared than the average Joe for an incident like this.
What the chemical spill taught us is that water is extremely valuable, and we just often take it for granted.
I was lucky. I had water. But that meant I was sort of ground zero for people who needed showers, who needed to fill up water bottles, for people who just kind of wanted a place where they could get away from the no water situation wherever they were and feel a sense of normalcy for a little bit.
I think one of the difficult things when you try to compare any natural resource like water to another natural resource like coal or any mineral that maybe gets mined, is that the value, the economic value of water spread across so many different facets of life that it almost gets, pardon the pun, but it gets diluted